everybody. Well, I'm going to show you how to make a cookie that I already did a little while back, not very long ago. And they were lemon butter cookies. And at the time I shared that, I told you that they could even be done with oranges. And the gentleman that I got this recipe from just recently did it with oranges. But today I'm going to do mandarins, because I have a lot of mandarins. And I do have a mandarin tree in my backyard, but it bears fruit in the fall. So I bought these. These are store-bought. I do have an orange tree, but those are pretty much summer oranges. And so I do have some on the tree, but they're not sweet. So I'm going to do mandarins, and these are so good. And I'm going to do them for Easter. So if you want something really citrusy, sweet, and yummy, I really recommend this recipe. So let's get started. So here are the ingredients that you're going to need. You're going to need a cup of powdered sugar, 1 cup of butter, a zest of a few mandarins, and if you're using lemon, it's just a zest of 1 lemon, 2 teaspoons of mandarin, orange, or lemon juice. I'm doing mandarins today. And you're going to need 2 cups of flour and 3/4 cup of salt. Now I'm going to do a really yummy icing as well. So I'm going to use a 1/2 cup of powdered sugar, 1 tablespoon of mandarin juice, and a tablespoon of softened butter. Now this is a perfect cookie to make for Easter because it's light and citrusy and buttery. And this particular recipe is super versatile. So here we go. So you want to zest your citrus before you juice it. So this is probably going to take 2 or 3 little mandarins instead of 1 lemon. So I'm just going to keep zesting these until I get about the amount of 1 lemon zest instead. And then I'm going to get the juice out of these after I zest. And now we're going to juice about 2 mandarins, and we'll see how much juice we get. We want 2 teaspoons of mandarin juice. I'm going to measure out 2 teaspoons of mandarin juice now. I think I have an extra. 1, 2. And we are going to need some for the icing, so we have some here. So hopefully that we won't need to juice anymore because we need a tablespoon. I think we have. You want to start off by creaming your 1 cup of softened butter with your cup of powdered sugar, and we're going to mix that in a mixer until it's nice and creamy. And when it gets right about here, you want to add your lemon zest and mandarin zest and mandarin juice, because that's what we're doing today. And you want to mix that in. And then we're going to add our salt and flour. Okay, so we've got our 2 cups of flour and our salt, and we're going to do it gradually. We're not going to put all the flour in at once. Our dough is all ready. You want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. You want to have a cookie sheet ready, lined with parchment paper or grease. Normally I would be using a cookie scoop, but today I'm going to roll them out. And I have a little bunny cookie cutter for Easter. So I'm going to roll these out, and I'm going to cut them out, make little bunny cutouts. So normally I would roll them in balls after I took like a scoop, and then I would just press them down lightly, and I show you that on my lemon butter cookie recipe. So right now I'm going to roll out my dough and start making my little bunny cookies. Okay, here they are. We're going to put these in a 350 degree oven for about 12 minutes. Okay, they're ready. These bake 12 minutes in my gas oven. They could bake longer or shorter, and you can see by the back of them that they're golden and they're cooked all the way through. So now we're going to cool them about 10 minutes, and then we're going to frost them. We're going to make the icing right now, and the last time I made it, I needed more icing, so I'm doubling the recipe for this buttercream frosting. Now normally it's a 1/2 cup of powdered sugar, 1 tablespoon of citrus juice and a tablespoon of butter. But I'm doubling all of that. So I'm putting a cup of powdered sugar. I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of mandarin juice in here instead of 1. And I have exactly what I need here. Those were 2 mandarins that did all of this. And now instead of 1 tablespoon of butter, I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of butter in here. And you don't need a stand mixer. You don't need an electric mixer. You can do all of this with a whisk. So if you want to double the recipe, I think it's a good idea as far as doubling the recipe for the icing. Because I found that the icing wasn't enough for these cookies. So I'm going to just mix this with this whisk, and I will be back. So the color of this, since I used mandarins, which are orange in color, it's kind of a like a custard color. But I'm going to add some food coloring just for the festive Easter holiday. You can just put 4 or 5, and this is going to be more like yellow. And then if you want to have some orange ones also, you can just add a little red food coloring to this. I'm just going to do yellow bunnies today. And our last step is we're going to frost our bunnies. Or whatever shapes, or if you didn't do a shape and you just did the round standard way, you can just frost them like this. And the icing is really good. Very lemony or mandarin or orange, citrusy. Either, no matter what you're making, it's citrusy, whatever you choose. Then if you want, you can use some kind of decoration, like you can do little sprinkles if you want. So this is just another idea here. So I'm going to continue icing these and I'll be back. Okay, here they are. They're very pretty and perfect for Easter. So I'm going to give one of these a try, and this will be the first time I've tried one with mandarins. And let's give it a try. This is just as flavorful as the lemon butter cookies were. So I'm going to call these mandarin butter cookies. They're awesome. And if you're looking for something to make for Easter, these are perfect for kids. And you can have any kind of cutout you want, or you can do it the other way, the standard way, either way. But I recommend these cookies. They're really delicious. Super easy to make, no eggs at all. So happy Easter, everyone.